Hello everyone! Today's video is a bit of an interesting one, and overall it's been an interesting past week when it comes to the news for Dying Light 2. We got new ray tracing gameplay, the announcement of a new Dying to Know episode, and the skill tree being revealed, coming from Techland themselves this time. But there's a few other little things, some surprises that I may have coming, but let's get to what we're talking about for today. Like my video on the Dark Zones in Craft Master, we're taking a look at another Dying Light 2 loading screen that I saw for the first time the other day, and I think it's a topic that's really worth diving into. There's going to be a good variety from what we've seen of open world activities that we can do when simply exploring, whether it's discovering side quests, exploring abandoned stores, fighting special infected, or raiding bandit camps. So, with this new screenshot, we learn how we can conquer each of these very identical camps located across Villador. Mainly, they'll be surrounded by a ton of wooden spikes. Like, it's a little impressive actually. They really need to cut down like half a forest to create some of these structures. A lot of them are actually really big too, as sometimes when you wipe out enemies on one level, you'll realize there's a whole nother section of the bandit camp with way more to fight. But another way to identify these bandit camps is through the binoculars, which will create a little flag that'll appear on the screen. As well, with the binoculars, you can mark enemies as well as entry points to get into the bandit camps. Since the whole thing is surrounded by spikes, there's very limited entry points, so you have to plan your tactics around what you discover from a distance. But the main bandit you'll need to worry about in all of these camps is the bandit leader, which will appear with this marker. These heavy guys with two-handed weapons are going to be a little difficult to take down, especially when you're surrounded, but I'm sure they'll create a lot of fun encounters. After killing the camp leader and all the other bandits, which are named as the leader's lieutenants, you can go claim the camp totem. Also, just to keep in mind, after clearing out the camp, claiming the totem will turn it into a safe zone, which will make all the items in the area disappear. So make sure you loot everything beforehand. Once you complete the activity, you'll get XP towards their individual skill trees, as well as also maybe boosters depending on the difficulty. This one here being a regeneration booster that can be upgraded by the Craft Master. You can also earn weapons, outfits, and more yet to be revealed. Don't want to give all the surprises away, right? So, let's move on. There's also this image that takes place at the same location at night, with it looking like the bandits are fighting off infected that are breaking in. I've mentioned it before, but it'd be really cool to have to defend our safe zones, like the UV lights aren't operating correctly, so we have to fix the generator, and maybe there's consequences for failing. These types of moments I feel like can really add to the game, and having them randomized and diverse enough, if they don't have it implemented already, I would love to see it down the line. I think Techland is pretty good at receiving fan feedback and finding a way to please most people, so I think they'll do fine either way. A few weeks back, there was another map leak that appeared in this article, where it states it was mistakenly added by the developers to Twitter, and that of course this isn't the final version, as we do know how it looks in the menu already. But hey, we're 26 days from release, so to an extent it's just best to wait it out. But anyways, the reason I'm showing you this map is to give you an idea as to where some of these bandit camps may be. In the central loot part of the city, there's one for renegades and another just for regular bandits. But also to keep in mind, there's going to be random NPCs fighting around the world, so it's not like these guys are stuck at these large locations. It's like Dying Light 1 still, these guys can be anywhere. But that's pretty much all when it comes to that. If you appreciate the content, then feel free to like the video as I always say, subscribe if you want, and be sure to stay safe folks, and stay human.